Krishna. Sri Rupa Goswami Pad writes in Ujjwal Neelmani, one of the qualities of Krishna, one of the qualities of Sri Radhika, which is Namr Pandita. Namr Pandita means Sri Radharani is very expert at joking. She's very expert at that. One time Sri Radhika says to Krishna, "Hey Krishna, I would like to know one thing from you. Are you the teacher of your flute, or your flute is your teacher?" Krishna was that, are you the teacher of your flute? A flute is a teacher. Krishna was like, I am unable to understand question. Because there are two things. One is Adhyapak and one is the Shishya. Krishna was like, why are you asking this? He said, because the teacher and the taught, both of them are doing the same thing. Krishna is like, what? He said, the teacher, if it's you, you are attracting all the Brij Devis towards you by your flute, and your flute is doing the same thing. So it seems like the teacher and the taught, both of them are same, that they're doing the same thing. So Shri Radharani is very, very expert at Kul Yuvati Dharmit Rohita, means destroying the chastity, destroying the chastity of the Brij Devis. Sri Rupa Goswami Pad in those 25 qualities of Sri Radhika mentioned many, many beautiful things. One thing he says, the Charu Saubhagya Rekhadya Gandho Unmadita Madhava. Charu Saubhagya Rekhadya. Rupa Goswami Pad gives an example that one time Shri Krishna was searching Sri Radhika and he was unable to find her and he was getting very distressed. So his Priya Naram Sakha Madhumangal came. He said, "Oh Krishna, why are you getting distressed?" He said, "I am unable to find Radhika." Then Madhumangal was able to see the footprints of Radhika. And he said, "Oh Krishna, if the footprints are here, then Sri Radhika must be hiding in one of the kunjas." The other time, Krishna, Sri Radhika was selecting and choosing flowers to make garland. And then she said to Sri Lalita Devi that I am feeling very fearful that Krishna is going to come. But then before Krishna comes, let me go and hide myself in one of the kunjas. Lalita Devi says that would be a futile effort. He said, why? Even if you try to hide yourself, you won't be able to hide yourself. He said, why I won't be able to hide myself? He said, because the fragrance of your body is being carried by the wind everywhere. Wherever you are going in Braja, Braj Mandal is filled with the fragrance of Shri Radhika. Yatra Santam Vasantam Shri Radha Padar Vind Asha. If one comes to Braj, one cannot save themselves being touched by the desire to become the maid servant of Shri Radhika. If you come to Braj, this wave, this wind, this desire, and this is being given by our acharyas, this desire to become the maid servant of Radhika, even if one tries to save themselves, even one takes the topmost of potent vaccine to save oneself, one will not be able to save from this virus. In Brajmandal there is a virus of Radha Dasyam. So everybody will get affected by that for sure. Yatra Santam Vasantam Shri Radha Padarvind Asha. So Shri Lalita Devi said you would not be able to hide yourself. Even if you try, it's a futile effort. Why? Because the wind is carrying your fragrance everywhere. Just like there is a lotus flower, the lotus flower is not going anywhere to announce its presence. But the wind, what it does, it carries the fragrance and permeates in all directions, and all the bumblebees are automatically invited. Similarly, even if you hide in the most dense kunja, Krishna would be able to find you like a bumblebee, because your fragrance is going to travel everywhere. And when when the fragrance of yours is going to enter into the nostrils of Krishna, you know what happens? Venu karatni patitam pattam shikhandam bhrashtam chapit vasnam brajrasuno. When the nostrils of Krishna receive the fragrance of yours, Krishna starts trembling. His flute goes off his hand. His pitambar goes off. His more mukad is at the feet of yours. You would not be able to control yourself. Then, in fact, not just this, Krishna pays pranams to that direction in which you are playing. Sri Prabodhananda Saraswati Pad says, Yasya kadapi vastranchila khelan uttah dhanyat dhanya pavanen kritarthvani Yogindra Durgam Gati Madhusudana Api Tasya Kade Tasya Shropi. That when Shri Radhika is playing with her Sakhis in the Kunjas, the wind comes and wind starts playing with the veil of Radhika. Radhika is playing with the Sakhis and the wind is and the wind is playing with the veil or the chunari of Radhika. And what it does, it extracts the fragrance. And when it takes the fragrance and it permeates it in the direction where Krishna is there. So when the wind is carrying the fragrance of Shri Radhika, it enters into his nostrils. What Krishna does, instead of paying pranams to Radhika, he thinks it's too far out for him to pay pranam to Radhika. Instead of paying pranam to that direction in which she is playing to Radhika, what he does, he starts paying pranam, to the wind. Instead of that, he starts paying pranam to the direction in which she is playing. Sadde Vashikarna Churna Mananta Shakti Tam Shri Radhika Chirana Renu Anusmarami. Santata Ashava Keshavaha. That Keshav is always controlled by Shri Radhika. Though Radha and Krishna philosophically are not two separate things. Radha Krishna ek atma doi dehe dhari. Anyonyo vilas rasa swadan kari. For the pleasure, for the rasa, that one entity has divided themselves into two, and then from that two many have come. From that two many have come. So we have come to this particular place, Mansarovar. This pond represents the tears which appeared from the eyes of Shri Radhika. And this pond is also mixed with the tears of our Rasikacharyas. This pond represents the tears of Radhika, but this pond is also it also has the mixture or the potency of the tears which our Guru Pada Padma, which our Vaishnavas have spread here. So we come here, we pay pranams to this particular place. Shri Rupa Goswami Pad has mentioned so many things about Man, and we request Srila Maharaji to throw some light on that. Vansha kalpataru bhasya kripa sindhu bhaivacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha.
बोलो श्री राधा रानी की मानसरोवर की गुरुवे गौरचंद्राय राधिकाय सदालये कृष्णाय कृष्ण भक्ताय तद भक्ताय नमो नमः। एक बार सभी हाथ करके बोलो, हाथ हैंड बोलो, हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। With a very very special mercy of Gurudev, we came here, Mansarovar. Not many people know about this place. Not many people. That's why you see it's so empty. And yesterday we went to Barsana, Nandgaon, and you saw what happened there. Tsunami. That's the beginning of tsunami. This is nothing. In Kartik Parikrama, so many people. But why not so many people come here? They don't know the glories of this place. This place is hidden. Only Gaudiya Vaishnavas and some other Brajavasis, they know this place is so special, and then they come here. And who brought us, who made us know about this place is our Gurudev, who used to come with devotees and roll in the ground here, smear the dust on his head. Because this is not an ordinary special place, it's a very very special place. We just saw this pond. Sarovar means pond and Man means sulky mood. Ahir eva gati swabhav kotila bhavet hetu ahetu yunam man uchyate. Shri Rupa Goswami, who is empowered by Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to come Brajmandal to discover these lost places, he discovered this place, and he is writing in his book Ujjwal Mani, Ahirava Gati Swabhav Kotila Bhavet. The young ones who fall in love with each other, their nature is like crooked, like walking of a snake, crawling of a snake. Why? Hetu ahetu, with cause and without cause. They manifest sulky mood. You know sulky mood? Upset mood. Man. Therefore Radharani sometimes with cause and sometimes without cause. She manifests this man. And Krishna is always there to pacify the mood of Radharani. Always. In Barsana, in Vrindavan, everywhere. Sometimes Radharani with cause. Just like in Barsana, there is Mansarovar. That simple. Radharani said, Krishna, can you describe the beauty of my face? And Krishna just came from the Kunj of Chandravali, the counterpart of Radharani. And when Krishna arrived there, Radharani said, can you describe the beauty of my face? And in his head was Chandravali, the counterpart. And he said, your beautiful face is like Chandra, moon. Chandra, moon. Radharani became so upset. What? Do I have spots on my face? How can you compare? Krishna tried so much to explain. I didn't mean that. I wanted to say effulgent like moon. And she don't want to hear anything. And she left. And Krishna is behind Radharani walking, pacifying her. So many times with some cause and sometimes without any cause. Once upon a time, Krishna also thinking, why I am the one all the time pacifying Radharani. I also can manifest man. So this time I am also going to do this. So the time was set up. Everything is punctual in Kunja Leela. Radharani is always there at the punctual time. She is there at Nidhuban waiting for Krishna. She ornamented herself for the pleasure of Krishna. Took hours. The Sakhis taking hours to ornament Radharani's transcendental body. But Krishna, he came late. As usual, people come late. Krishna came little late. And then Radharani manifest man. She took her veil and Krishna is trying to pacify Radharani. And this is what this Seva Kunj picture we have every home. Shamrani Didi, she painted that. But another time, Krishna set up time, another occasion that I'm going to come this time to Nidhuban. And he came there before time. Because he now looking for an excuse to also manifest man. Krishna came there before time. So Radharani came, chum, 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 with ankle bells, with all her Sakhis. And Krishna was already there. When Radharani saw, oh, Sham Sundar, how come you are there? And Krishna, he turned his face around. He's trying to imitate Radharani. Just like she turned her face around. Don't speak to me. Krishna also turned his face around because he wanted Radharani to pacify Krishna. And he already thought, I'm not going to get pacified. Let her take her time, hours and hours. And Radharani said, oh Shama Sundar, what happened? Why you turned your face around? Come look here. I'm here. See, ornamented. Come look here. And Krishna is getting restless to turn his face around. Can't resist. Radharani said, oh my beloved Sham Sundar. Okay, then I'm going. Oh no. He immediately turned face around. He cannot do man. Only Radharani can do man. We never hear ever Krishna's doing man. You ever heard, Bapu? Only Radharani. Because one who has more love can do man. Whose love is more? Radhara Mahima Prema Rasa Sima. Jagata Janato Khe. Radharani love is topmost. But the beauty of that love is, that prem is, खने खने बड़े सदाई राधिका प्रेम विभु जार बाड़ीते नहीं थाई. Radhika prem is so high, there is no space to grow, but the prem is growing and growing and growing. And Krishna is surprised to see this. So, in Vasantaras, mentioned by Jayadev Goswami in Geet Govinda, Radharani, she manifests man. And Krishna, his in separation of Radharani, calling out Radhe, 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 and he's sitting there at Imritala next to Gopinath Bhavan, and his black complexion turned to golden complexion. But sometimes Krishna also leave Ras Leela. Even though Krishna is decorating the hairs of Radharani, Kesh Prasadanta Vatra, he is decorating, ornamenting Radharani. But when Krishna heard some gopis coming, and then the gopis coming, they will feel some jealous about Radharani, that why I am alone with Radharani, why I left all other gopis. And because of that, Sacha menyan tarattamam varishtam sarvyoshitam hit gopi kama aso bhajate priya tattva gattam vanam desham driptam kesham abravid na pareham chalitam nayamam yatrate piya evam uktam priya askand urayate ti tataschantarde Krishna savadu anvatapte. Radharani said, Krishna, I cannot walk further. Very important point. Why Radharani said this? Because she wanted all her gopis to come and see how Krishna is serving me. Because this is the festival of eyes of the gopis, when Krishna is submissive and serving Radharani. Festival of the eyes, beauty of the eyes. So intentionally Radharani said, I cannot walk further. Krishna said, okay then, sit on my shoulder. And when Radharani was about to sit on the shoulder, Krishna disappeared, because he heard gopis coming, and Krishna is wondering, if Krishna is thinking, if gopis is coming here, and if they see I am alone with Radharani, they will feel jealous about Radharani. Therefore, I want all the blame should come to me, not to my Radharani. And therefore Krishna, he disappeared, and Savadu Anvataptai, the Radharani start feeling separation and crying and weeping in search of Krishna. She came and crying and crying and crying. How much can you cry? Can you fill a cup of, a steel cup, a silver cup? Not even a bucket. But when Radharani cries, because her love is so high, a pond is created. This is not ordinary, this is the tears of Radharani, this Mansarovar. How fortunate we are. Today, you all going back to your countries. And our last stoppage is at Mansarovar, at this place, to beg to Radharani. You serving Krishna, you are in love with Krishna, Krishna is serving you. But we humbly beg, not to you, but to the dust of your lotus feet, which is all spread out here, where Gurudev also came and other acharyas also came earlier. We beg to your lotus feet, the dust of your lotus feet. Please bless us, so that we can get residence in Dham, in Vrndavana Dham, with body, mind. Anyway, we just want to always reside in Vrndavana Dham. There is nothing superior than Vrndavana Dham. All tirthas are submissive to Shri Vrndavana Dham. This is the king of all the tirthas, because Shri Krishna never leaves Vrndavana Dham. Vrindavan paritajyam padam ekam na gacchati. I don't leave Vrindavan Dham. So, we should go now. But, please repeat after me. Let us, Vipin Prabhu, remind me of the qualities of Radharani. These girls, they learned. I made them learn this, right? So, everyone repeat after me. Charu Saubhagya Rekhadaya गंधोत मादित माधवा संगीत परसव विज्ञा रम्य वाक नर्म पंडिता विनीत करुणा पूर्ण विदग्ध पट्टान्विता लज्जाशील सुमर्यादया धैर्य गंभीर शालिनी सुविलास महाभाव परमोत्कर्ष दर्शनी गोकुल प्रेम वसती जगत सेनी जगत लसा गुरु अर्पिता गुरु स्नेहा सखी प्रणतिवश कृष्ण प्रियावली मुख्या संतत आश्व केशवा. बोलो श्री राधा रानी की. We uttered the qualities of Radharani. In this way, Radharani get pleased to us, and Krishna will shower blessings to us so that we can attain the aim and object of our life, that is to attain the dust of the lotus feet of Radharani under guidance of Shri Rupa Goswami and Srila Gurudev. Gaur Premanande Hari. Now we are going to go in our bus and back to pavilion, back to your countries. Gaur Premanande Hari Hari Gaur.